Good afternoon. I wanted to welcome you to my video today. I want to do a quick little video showing you a couple different designs. We just come off of our National Scrapbook Day, and of course we had lemons was our kind of a theme. And I had a friend that got me these lemon earrings, and I thought I'm going to wear some yellow today and my lemon earrings. And so there we go. But anyway, I am Connie Skaggs. I'm an independent creative memories advisor from the Latson, South Carolina, Charleston, right outside of Charleston area. And so anyway, hopefully you will like my YouTube channel. You'll like my video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let your friends know. And, because usually if you're watching a crafting video, it's because you know some friends that's crafty. You know some friends that scrapbook. And if you don't have an advisor, I'd be glad to be your advisor. If you want to order product, just see my link. And, and so anyway, you just have to type it in and then you become a customer. If you think this is a side gig you'd like to do, you can contact me too. If you do not have an upline, I'll be glad to be a team member with you. So lots of different ways. And so just message me if you want to. But if you go onto my my Creative Memories Advisor website, you can contact me through there. And then that gives me my email address and everything. But I do watch all my comments on my YouTube channel also. I'm sorry, I'm kind of choked up. There have been several new products put out. My order, I'm looking for it to come in, but I didn't have it in, and I have been wanting to do a couple different demos. And so and these are some that I didn't get to do at National Scrapbook Day. So y'all first ones to see this one, maybe. There's some that they show us on Creative Memories, and some are part of those things, but I try to show you other things too. So let me change my camera. And so I just appreciate y'all watching today. I'm showing you right here. First thing I wanted to show you is this is one of it's called our Power Simple sleeves. And our simple sleeves are really nice because they just open up on the side. You can pull things out. And they actually come with a label that you can put up here too. And this is just holding the two projects that I want to do today. And so I've already taken the paper out of the plastic bag, but this is our cover sheet. And then this one had a bunch of little embellishments, and I stick them inside of baseball cards, because these are all acid free and things. So I just kind of stuck them down in here. I put some cards in here so I could remember to read these, because I also have got some things on the back that wasn't, in this collection. Now, this is an exclusive for only advisors can get. I think they still have this one in stock. I'm not sure, but I come think about it, I think it might be sold out. But the technique I'm going to show you, you can use it with any of our collections or any of your papers. But the other one is this one's called Baked with Love, and and these are current, but they are only by advisors. So you have to contact an advisor in order to get those these papers anyway. Now, the technique I want to show you today, I want to use this home body paper first. And of course, I want to use this bright paper. You might, oh my gosh, that's so bright. But I'm going to do a 2-page spread. So I'm going to use the back of that one for one of the spreads. And that one will be our other back. So these little packs of paper, whenever they have these, are $5 for a 6-pack. And it's an exclusive pack. They usually run out, and they do these on a quarterly basis with the, your advisor, so that you can be able to pick these up, or they use them as incentives. And so anyway, that's just another way to, it's just an extra that we have. And so this was one for our first quarter. So it's been out a little bit. But my main thing was, I want you to get, if you want to go along and write these out, You need one piece of very busy paper or something that's got a big, busyness on it. And then you'll need 2 sheets that kind of go with it so that you can, make your pages. So I'll put that page aside. I'll get our long trimmer, and I'm using this blue one today just because all I need today is a straight blade. Now y'all have seen this on my other one. I've got all these blades on the back. I've got extra mat under here. And so, but I don't need those decorative ones today. I just need the straight one. So this was a special birthday item that they had, and this color blue. So now what I want to have you to do is we're going to cut 2 inches off of each side because that's kind of like the busy side. And that's right at this 2 inches is this designer paper. So then we want to turn it around and do the other side and still cut it at 2 inches. So you take one 12-inch paper. Now, if it's busy, you can just cut top and bottom or top 2 pieces. Same thing, it's a formula. 2 inch, 2 inch, and then you've got it 8 inch left. All right. And believe it or not, that's all the cutting you need today. So we're going to bring this piece over. And I actually had a piece and I could have welded it together. But I'm going to do one of these at the top, this other piece at the bottom, like that. And so I will attach those. And I don't think, you just do it right at the edge of it. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of tape, just for time's sake, I want to be sure to get both of these done. And of course, I'm using the repositional tape because that's really easy to line up. And if I've got something crooked, I can pull it apart. I like doing that. Hopefully my sound is good today. So this is basically your second page. And so this one here, got this green like on the back. And of course, I've got this on my, I've got 2 mats here and I have them positioned together. And, that just makes it easy to work with. And I'm just going to put a little bit of tape in the corners, a little bit right there in the center. And of course, I want to put it in the center of this page. And of course, this is where my mat helps me so much because see, by lining it up here at the 2 inch down to the 10 inch, so these now go together. You've used one page that's been busy on each side. Now, I've got some what I call place cards here. These would be the same things that you would use. You would cut your photos to 3, so if you had I've got 2 here that's 5.5 inches by 3.5 inches, and they will go right here on these 2. And then this 5.5, you'd want to have just about a 1/4 inch border around it. And you kind of want that to line up at the bottom, across. And I'm just going to lay these out because that way you can see. And so these would take place of your photos. These and this particular project is not showing that you would even mount any of these. So this one is a 3.5 inch photo and a 3.5 inch photo. And you can see here how I'm just spacing them about the same, top, bottom, in the center. And so these are 3.5 by 3.5. And then I've got 2 here that's 3.5 by 5.5. And I want to line them up across the top so my top is evenly spaced. And see, and then you've got those all spaced. Now, what if we, we do that? You could put your title up here. Maybe we've got, let's just, maybe we do something with family. You know, let's see here. I'm just pulling out 2 or 3 of these little things that might work for us. And I'm really just laying them out so you can see what they would look like here. So let's put this one in the back. Okay, do this. And maybe flower pot here. Family, maybe kind of up here. And you know, you can use some of our foam squares or something, and that'd be really kind of neat. Well, what if we change that from family? Let's put home up here. Home, and then we got this one. It says where the heart is. Home's where the heart is. So, you know, you can just do a few embellishments like that. And maybe down here, maybe somebody's sitting in the living room reading a book, and you've got that going on. Let's see if we can do something on this other side. If we, you know, maybe stick on these pillows here. And it could go in behind here even a little bit or something, and put love there. So you can see just decorating it up a little bit, you know, say maybe the books could go over here, there. And don't see my piece here. Let's see if I can find this other piece one. And of course, these things come, you know, in a little package. The little embellishments do. And these are not maybe what I would consider safe enough to use right up by your picture. But if I say I put this down underneath here, and before I glued that down and went all the way down maybe to the corner, and see, we've got a little bit on top of that. And oh, this lamp here, this looks really good. And just have the lamp like right there. It kind of looks like a picture or something. And you could actually write on that. It's kind of got a slick surface, so it's not, you wouldn't want your photos touching it necessarily or something. So anyway, that just kind of gives you an idea. But you know, kind of go cluster here, a title here, and then another cluster here. So that's one way to use your busy paper. So hopefully that'll give you one idea. And so now I want to go ahead and we're going to move from this one to the next one. But remember, the formula is 2 inches and 2 inches, and then the other 8 inches center it on the page. And then you've split up that paper. You can do this straight on your scrapbook pages too. It's just this really brought out this color, and this was the kind of muted behind it. And so that kind of helped bring out that color. So hopefully that will be show you one idea. And now for the next one, I want to use, this one is called Baked with Love. And we'll just see what we've got here, because I think I'm going to use this one, these 3 here. And of course, this is the back sides of those. So, you know, some of those will reverse and use them. But it's another formula where we're only going to cut one paper. And so like this one will be one side, and this one will be the other side. And then we're going to cut these. So okay, let me get my trimmer again. And again, this is going to be a formula. So I love taking a formula and using it. So now I want these to go a certain way. So whenever you've got things that are directional, you've got to decide which way you want this. So I want a 4-inch piece and I want it going this way. So what do I have to do? To turn it this way in order to cut, because it's going to be cutting this way. And then, so that is a 4-inch piece that I'm going to cut over the top. So you can set that aside. And this piece here, then we've got an 8-inch by 12-inch piece. And I'm actually going to use this side. But what I need to cut off of here is 4 inches. I don't even have to get my arm out for that. I know this piece here is 8 inches left. And then we're going to cut this into 4 by 4 inches. And so then we've got 2 mats, 2 4x4 mats, and that'll hold a 3.5 by 5, a 3.5 by 3.5 picture. And then this one's an 8-inch square. And so now this is another one very easy. Now I use my mats because I want to be sure that I line them up as best I can, and how I want to be sure that the pieces that I'm adding to them are, you know, at least halfway level, you know. I mean, you can go and get it, you know, really, really close if you want to. But what we're going to do is going to put this one, I'm just going to put a little tape on it. And we're going to put it about 1 inch above the bottom. So see, you get this 1 inch right here that's on your mat. And which it goes up into the 5, and then you got this inch over here. So then it's, you know, it's straight. So that's that side. Now on this side, I'm going to kind of center this. And so being that this is 8 inches, so what we're going to have at the bottom, 2 inches by 2 inches. We're going to have 2 inches coming in. Now, if you wanted to lay a ruler down there, you could, but we're just using the back side of that bright paper because we want to have the hearts showing up the right way. And so here's my 2 inch across here and my 2 inch down. And it's the same thing down here. I want to be at 2 inches and 2 inches. So you just kind of eyeball that and see that that's straight enough. And if it is, I mean, it's good. So I think it's good. I mean, this is kind of a wood grain looking, or it's like a butcher block is really what it's supposed to be looking like. And so those work there. And so now, and then I've got these two that I would put over here. And what I want to do first, though, before I put them down, is I'm just going to lay down on my 4x6 photos. And we just want it up about 3/4 an inch and inside about 3/4 an inch. And then we have one 4x4 that we cut. And you know that this is what you'd trim your photos to. Well, I mean, 4x6 is a 4x6. And then this one is a 4x4. So you've always got a couple inches that you can take off of a photo someplace. Seems like. So these are another two that you're not matting. But these two mats are going to go right above it. And you want to kind of center them. So we want them up. Here's your 6 inch. So I'm just kind of looking up there and kind of seeing about where that would be. Well, that's crooked, but what can I tell you? And so I think I was trying to hold 2 pieces of paper at once. So you've got those 2 down. Now, these are kind of like mats. So you would want a 3.5 by 3.5 photo and see how that just would make those pop. Now over on this side then, so we've got this set up for 2 more 4x6. Now you can't put, that would just be too much. So you want to make these come up just a little bit, you know, to where they're like a 1/2 inch above the top. You just kind of center it. And then you've got a little bit, about 1/2 inch at the bottom. And so you're kind of showing that, and you've got that kind of together. And then you've got a little bit more room to put some clusters here. And so they have this kind of neat little like card where you'd be able to put, you know, write out what you're doing, whether it's like a recipe or whatever, and say, you know, the kids were helping you make Christmas cookies or whatever. And I know it's not Christmas, but you know, most of the time we're working on photos way past when we did them. So there's a little bowl. And so, you know, just got that maybe there. And you know, there's some little hearts in this package, and which is perfect for adding to what you're doing and adding a little splash of color, and you put that on a little foam square or something. That'd be great. Maybe over here you've had somebody helping you mix something, and so you've got the mixer going on over here, you know, up in this corner, and which is just perfect. It just kind of brightens that up and stuff. I'm sorry for my lighting there. It's kind of hindering it a little bit. But what about this? Yum. You know, baking is fun. You know, maybe doing that there. So a lot of different things here to put with this. But anyway, this is another formula, and which is what I want to show you, because what did we do? We cut 4 inches off of a paper, which then we reversed it. Or I mean, actually I'm reversing the other pieces because I wanted to be sure this was going the right way, showing the little things. Then we had an 8 inch by 12 inch piece, and I cut 4 inches off, and then I cut that in half again. So it's a 2 4x4s. And then I'll just center this 8 inch piece over here. And then your photos go around on the page. Perfect kind of design for a really quick page. And you use one page, and whatever you're using for your base or your background, you might want both of them to be the same. And just take one decorative paper. So anyway, hopefully you like that today. And I appreciate you taking time to watch. But again, I want to show you, it was these simple sleeves, they're called, and they'll stand up and go in our other pod, which is, I wasn't ready to show this, but anyway, so but hopefully you like this one. And so let me change my camera back. I'm sorry. I thought, okay, where did I go? And but anyway, you know, this is our Creative Memories pod insert, and it's got a label on the side here that you can put what you've got in it. And these, like I said, they come with tabs, and you can put projects and things in there, pages in here. And this is, we're kind of ready to go. And I'm right over here. It's just on a little footstool beside me, so I can just turn around and pull out what I need and stuff. But these are back in stock. They are $16 a piece. They are great. And then, you know, we have the other things that are available. The simple sleeves are available. Our Power Project folders are great for an entire collection where you can put everything. You know, like even the mats and embellishments and things that they have. So just want to let you know, and they can all go in that pod insert. We have a big pod, which is a big storage one that you can put 2 of those down in. Those also fit right on the shelf on your IKEA shelves or your square shelves. You can slide them in and out of things that you have. You can put other like pre-made pages that you've got and you need to have them categorized. Those are great. And so very easy then to look through and see what you have and utilize those. And so I just wanted to let you know it's a little bit about storage, a little bit about page. So you learned how to do 2 double page spreads today, which are, and it's a formula. So those are both taught from our first and second quarter of our exclusive packages for advisors. That's one thing about joining. You have other options, Yes, you earn a commission on everything that you sell or that you purchase, but at the same time, you have exclusive things that you get to do with the join offer. And, if you go on my site and you say, oh, I would rather join, then just let me know. It's great. We have quite a community of friends. And so I'd love to get to know you. So again, this is Connie Skaggs from the Latson, South Carolina area. If you go in on a Creative Memory site, you want to put in my zip code 29456. I will be in that list. Okay. And so that's one of the easiest ways because you can email me straight from there and ask me any questions that you need about what I do or how to get in touch with me. I appreciate it very much today, and hopefully you've had a wonderful day. And like I say, I just remind you about the 2 different formulas. One was cutting off 2 inches, putting it at the top of the opposite page, 2 inches, and putting it at the bottom of the page, put the other 8 inches across on the other page. And so that was formula 1. Formula 2 was cut 4 inches off and then turn your paper that's left, the 8-inch piece, and cut 4 inches off of it and cut it in half. So you end up with an 8x8 piece. You end up with 2 4x4s and 1 4x12. And that one will go on the opposite page. So hopefully I've made this clear to you. And if not, just rewatch the video. So anyway, until next time, I appreciate it so very much. And you all have a great day.